Welcome to another edition of the Let's Talk Show. I'm your host, Andrew James, and today I'm pleased to have with us in studio former Mackenzie High School student and teacher, Mr. Roger Small.
Thank you, Andrew, for having me.
Very good. Mr. Small, we haven't seen you in over 20 years. How are
I'm
you
very
doing? How are you feeling? I mean, you look fantastic. You look the same or you look even younger.
okay. Thank you. Well, I've been doing pretty well over the years. I've been in and out of Guyana, but presently I am in Guyana. I've been out for 8 years, but
Hmm.
I've learned to continue giving back to Guyana.
Excellent. If flashing back on your time as a teacher, can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to get into teaching? What was your motivation, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, Andrew, I'm going to take you a little back. I was once a student at Mackenzie High School
Right.
from 1984 to 1989. And during those years, those were my best years as a student. I enjoyed, and I tell you, I really enjoyed my time as a student in the first and second forms. I was a very playful child, but I got serious when I was taken out of the B stream and put in the C stream from third form. And from then on, it was no turning back for me. I picked up academically and I excelled. Well, as a teacher, I must say I spent teaching at Mackenzie High School, I think it was 5 years, from 1989 to 1995. And as a teacher, I was inspired by past teachers. First, the teacher that inspired me to return to teaching there at Mackenzie High School was the one and only Miss Gloria Britton. She was headmistress at the time, and one day I was talking with her, and she said, "You wanna teach? Okay, I'm gonna take you." And what she did was she took me for work study, and from then I was in the classroom the September when school reopened, and the rest is history.
Hmm. Very good. Can you tell us any fond memories of Mackenzie High School? Anything you can remember off the record, I would, give someone a good chuckle.
I remember the teachers, for example, we had some good teachers, some teachers who always at you. For example,
Yes.
Mr. Daniels,
Yeah,
he,
Danny. Yes.
yes, Danny, he was my form teacher as well in second form. So it
Right.
was all Mr. Daniels, who's who would it at then it looked like shouting at you, but when I became a teacher, I realized it was not shouting. It was his way in getting over to us.
Right.
I remember um, Brother Remy. He was our history teacher, and he was so fantastic in making history coming alive and caused me to like history. And I went on to attain a bachelor's degree in history from
Mm.
Brother Remy, the way he put over his stuff way back then. We had our own Mrs. Britton. She was our guidance teacher in first form, and she instilled in us how to become better citizens when we go out into the world of work. And certain things stick with me up to today. And then we had, how can I forget my form teacher and math teacher in Form 1, Miss Marlene Isaacs Richards now. She was the bomb back then. But then with the maths, oh my God, she just make you understand math. But then unfortunately, she left at the end of the first form. So at least for me, my maths just dropped. And as we go on, we had other teachers that I met along the way who impact me in one way or the other. You had Mrs. Jarvis, our deputy head teacher, Mr. Joe Mackenzie, and then Miss Desiree Jones, who all played an excellent part in molding me, not only me, but the students at Mackenzie High School in that time, they were a special set of people, I must say. And the things that they do, it stick with us till up to today. You can remember the things vividly and to some extent as if it was yesterday. You asked about the certain events and that you know that I recall, memorable events. I remember our morning assemblies in which you have every Monday morning one class will take assembly, and we were able to put on stage our artistic abilities, and you had some very, very excellent renditions and productions and so forth on those Monday mornings. So we were anxious for Monday to come in order to see what the next class will present. Okay, then we had our annual speech night. That was it was a big event for the school in which we showcase our school's academic performance. That was a speech night I think it's in November. And then another memorable event that we would all as students anxious to come by, it was our annual fair. Back in the days, Mackenzie High School hosted the annual fair, and it was something that anyone who passed through there during that time can talk about. And last but not least, our annual athletics, inter-house athletics, and then into school. Well, it's out in front with Cambridge House, if you can remember that.
Okay.
From Mr. Daniel, out in front is Cambridge House.
Yeah.
During those times, Cambridge House came up from the bottom, and we stayed on stream for a few years until maybe I would have left Mackenzie High School and move on. Yes.
You know what, sir? I think it's really cool that we can catch up and have these nice, relaxing conversations. How many more years do you have before retirement? And I know you have recently rolled out a plan whereby you're working with students who are looking to upgrade themselves. Can you tell us a little bit more about that tutoring program that you're offering? What inspired you to do it, and how is it going?
Actually, let me answer the first question first. I'm very near in retirement, in that in the next, I think, 6+ years, I'll go into retirement. After teaching about 38 years. Presently, I'm close to 32 years in teaching. Okay? So soon I'll attain 55 and I have to go. Now, due to the pandemic, the schools in Guyana, we have ventured out in something that is new to us, the online teaching. So since I'm doing that for my school, and I've been an extra lesson teacher for many years, I also venture out in that aspect. And it also, made me realize that I'm old because I'm teaching second generation. Children. I have some of my past students, children who are presently in my class at present. So I'm giving back not only to the parents, I give back now to their children. Okay? So the online teaching has been doing well, especially for the coastland area in Guyana. We have been making use of the technology that we have, and we've been getting along and getting over the content to the children. The one thing though that I kind of not so pleased with, you're not having the kind of response from the students as when we do face-to-face, regular face-to-face in the classroom. But what can we do? Just try to motivate.
I look forward to see what you're going to be involved in after retirement. I appreciate your willingness to continue to work with students.
After retirement, I will try to get into the private sector or even entrepreneurship
Right.
and do my thing privately. But I don't think I want to remain a full-time teacher after 55. I
Yeah,
have lots of other things that I want to do, and I
right.
will sure do that. But if I can help in teaching in any way, I will sure do that too.
Excellent. I'm sure you're aware that there are many MHS groups out there. As a teacher, as someone that's actively involved in the multiple spread of groups, what would you say is your aspiration for all these multiple MHS groups?
As a former student and teacher of the school, I would really like to know all the various chapters and groups that are functioning under the name Mackenzie High School. I'd very much like them to try to see how best they can come together as one. If not, if not, work as a team so that we can give back to the school. And the school is not really looking for money, but we're looking for the school looking for material things that you can give back to the school. And a word of advice to all the chapters that are functioning under the name Mackenzie High School, wherever you are, you should do something in whatever small way you can, so that at least once a year, you can give something back to the school so they can move forward in whatever they get. And it will greatly improve the conditions under which they work at present and also motivate them.
On the topic of COVID, I know COVID is here and it seems like it will be around for a very long time. What do you think we can do to assist current students during this COVID crisis?
Actually, um, the past students that are in the diaspora, they can help us. Giving back to Mackenzie High School, we're talking about the the computers, the iPad, the tablets, and so forth, whether used or unused, new ones. If someone or the different groups can collect them and back, forward them to the school so the head teacher can, make contact with students who don't have. Many of our students don't have the equipment or the instruments to connect with teachers, even if they want to connect with teachers. So in this point in time, we need those things: laptops, laptop, iPads, tablets, used or new ones. At least they could help our students to go a far way.
So bringing it back to technology and emphasizing the importance of giving students the ability to connect to their school using the online portal. Any question you have for me as it pertains to groups or anything in general? I'll just put you in the spot.
More so, it will be like a comment.
Sure.
I do appreciate what you are doing in your own little way of identifying past students and, you know, tickling their memories, also requesting from them in what way they think we can work as past students to improve our beloved Mackenzie High School.
Right.
Okay, so it may look small in a way, but it has been going very, very far. At least you're bringing back memories and you're trying to get from us how we can better improve Mackenzie High School in years to come. Okay, so you may not see the fruits of it now, but in another year or two, you will see the fruits of your labor. You will finally have people willing to give back once you organize something that is that will be a lasting organization that will stand up and withstand time, so that persons will be willing to use your organization and know that their things will get into the safe hands and will be presented to Mackenzie High School from time to time to get past our task.
Okay, Mr. Small, I appreciate your insight and your feedback. On behalf of the Mackenzie High School Alumni Association North American Chapter, I want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for joining us. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep giving back. I know you're very active. You do help out in our group. You do oversee and you do provide advice. And that we will forever be grateful to you for.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you very much. God bless you and stay safe. We will be in touch. Have a good evening.